Till hurricane season, no better time to get ready than right now.
And since so many of us had Ian damage, I wanted to know, what did we learn that we didn't know before about getting ready, and if we need to again, about recovering from a major storm?
I mean, hiring someone like me, like a public adjuster, you don't need me a lot of times if you have the right things in your policy to begin with.
Ian taught us a lot about insurance.
A lot of people assumed that their pool enclosure or their lanai was covered under their insurance policy. It's actually not.
We learned the hard way what's not covered. Public adjuster Blake Day says pool enclosures and lanais almost always require a separate endorsement.
That might have cost $100 or $200 to have in their policy for the year.
The biggest thing not covered under homeowners: flood. Only 1 in 5 people in Florida has a flood policy, but if you don't have it, you won't be covered for water problems from a storm. And be sure your flood policy includes contents. Otherwise, none of your furniture or other personal belongings will get replaced.
They didn't have the proper documentation a lot of times.
Something I learned: don't just take pictures of all your stuff, take pictures of the labels and serial numbers to show replacement value. In extreme cases where big appliances float away, like this refrigerator, you'll need the detailed before picture to prove you owned it. So this year, when you're taking or updating your pictures, first, take a picture of the refrigerator like you normally would, but then look for the serial number. Usually it's inside, and get a shot of that in case you need it.
It's pretty hard to tell an insurance company, I had this big TV on the wall. Okay, where is it?
And that's not all. What Day told me next was completely new to me after 22 years here covering every storm since Charlie.
So getting photos of those exteriors, or even a video walk around the house, it could save you a lot of headache and save you out of litigation or having to fight your insurance company.
We've always told you, get detailed pictures inside, but no one has ever told me the outside pictures may be even more important.
Those before and after photos, because your big ticket items are your lanai and your roof. If you have a lanai and roof damage, that could be $100,000 plus between the two.
That's your windows, in case wind or water breaks the seal. A wide shot, then a close-up. The stucco, in case the storm cracks it or something hits the house. And then, if you're not comfortable on a ladder, get help taking before pictures of your roof, because an adjuster might think storm damage was something that's already there.
It looks like somebody broke a bunch of tile while they were doing that. And the homeowner said, oh, well, here's a a dated photo. The day before the hurricane, the same slope where all these tile are broken, and here's the photos when we got back. And the insurance company said, oh, wow, you're right.
It's a lot, so start now. And if we get hit, here's some advice from the new experts, your neighbors.
Call the contractor you want to use immediately. Don't wait for your insurance company to come out and give you permission.
Take pictures, write everything down. I kept it in a 3-ring binder because I'm getting older. I don't remember as much as I used to, really. You have to have patience, and that's very hard to do.
My one thing would be when they call mandatory evacuation, evacuate. We had a couple of neighbors that didn't, and they were on their tabletops trying to stay out of the water.
That's the most important one of all, but here's one more insurance thing to check. Make sure you have replacement value coverage. It costs more, but it means they replace your old fridge with a new one. Otherwise, if your policy says actual cash value, you're only going to get the value of your old fridge on the day the storm hit. So those are 2 important words to look for in there, in every different place you can. Contents and building.
Wow, we got a long list of things to accomplish and no time to waste, because just today, NOAA released its newest outlook for the hurricane season, Matt, and as expected, it's going to be an active season.
And I think when we look at the numbers here, I don't want you to stress yourself out. For example, last year, that was the 4th most active. Did it feel like the 4th most active? The theme here is that despite the numbers, it doesn't tell you where these storms go. You have some years they all curve out to sea. You have others where you get hit left and right, like 2004 with Charlie, Francis, Jean, so on and so forth. But here are the numbers in yellow. That is the highest that NOAA has ever forecasted. 17 to 25 storms, and then major hurricanes 4 to 7. That is their outlook as of today. Here are the ingredients that I agree with them that will likely lead to an active, if not very active season. Number 1, within this boxed area, record warm water temperatures. Those water temperatures are already comparable to the middle of August. Another dynamic, remember how we talked about El Nino this past winter? Look at the lighter blue. Those are cooler waters in the Pacific as we are transitioning now to a La Nina, and why that matters, it has big implications on our hurricane season. When you have an El Nino, and that's what we like, warmer waters in the eastern Pacific, higher shear, that hurts tropical systems, but this year with those waters cooling down, guys, lower shear, and history has taught us that that can lead to not only more storms, but stronger storms as well.
All right.